Welcome on another episode of the Village Boy Podcast. As your host, Trez, and today we're talking about labels. America has a rich of labels, different kind of labels that are attributed to different people. Sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic. I mean, the list is endless. Liar, ugly, thief, conservative, liberal, American, foreigner, alien. These are all labels that are ascribed to different people for different reasons to have different reactions. But what has this label done to people over time? Have people become immune to these labels? Do they mean anything anymore? Do they carry the same weight they used to when they were used sparingly? The boy who cried wolf. It is what it is. And I've looked at the labels in 2025 and I dare say they don't carry the same weight like they used to. Calling somebody a racist right now probably means nothing. They probably don't care. Calling somebody a misogynist probably don't mean anything no more. It has been overused and lost its significance and its value. Before, a racist was actually a racist. They had to have done racial things that was obvious for the eyes to see. They were rejected by society because there was evidence-based racism. Now, today, if you tell black people the truth, you're labeled a racist. If you decide to not vote for the Democrat Party, you're labeled a coon. There is a label for everything. If you object to the castration and mutilation of minors, you have a label of being transphobic. If you say you do not want men in women's only spaces or men in women's sports, you are labeled something. The conversation we're having today is, do these labels mean anything anymore? That's the question. In 2012, a survey was done. This was the breakdown of the survey you're looking at. White liberals, those with the inherent guilt of holding black people down, white liberals, they have this guilt sitting on their chest as a brick. White liberals do not want to be referred racist. And so you understand, this was back in 2012. White liberals object to being regarded as racist, 46.37%. On the other hand, white conservatives care more about being referred to as liars, which means white conservatives value the truth. White liberals value perception. How do you see me? Do you see me as a racist? Am I doing what I need to do to make sure I don't come off as a racist? So it's perception versus I want to be only known as somebody who tells the truth. Two group of people, different perspective. And interestingly, I sat back and I thought, where have I seen this play out? Where you have used something to disparage people, you have used a language to disparage people, to attack people so much that they have probably embraced it and it no longer means anything. Calling people like the new version of the young conservatives or MAGA, calling them racist right now. I don't think that they are bothered. They care about that. They just think you're a French lunatic. And so now what that creates is it creates an atmosphere where people can say whatever they want to say. And they're like, well, you're going to call me racist anyways. So I might as well just go ahead and say it. And I'm still on the subject where Charlie Kirk was able to permit himself say that if he saw a black pilot, any black pilot, every black pilot in the face, in the view of Charlie Kirk, a conservative commentator, he would consider that pilot is DEI. Think about that for a second. That means Charlie Kirk is immune to any labels you want to ascribe, give to him. Anything you want to call him, he's going to accept it. He doesn't care anymore. Do you know how somebody gets to that position? Because every time they open their mouth, you call him a racist, you call him a sexist, you call him a transphobic, you call him this, you call him that. At some point, it no longer matters. And now that he's obviously being racist by saying if he saw any black man as a pilot, think about this. I cannot get my head over this. I honestly cannot get my head around this. Charlie Kirk on his podcast said, now, because of DEI, a policy I totally object, and I totally object because of this very reason. It allows people to attack black people indiscriminately. If he saw any black pilot, which means military Air Force pilots who are black are DEI in the face of Charlie Kirk. Pilots in Africa who are black are DEI pilots. Ethiopian Airlines has black pilots. Kenyan Airlines has black pilots. We don't know DEI in Africa. Africa does not know DEI. But Charlie Kirk did not specify if I saw any black American, which that still be wrong. He was never called out. It was never an issue. And this is how people who get immune to labels because of the overuse from the left side, this is how they have conversations. The left gets to overuse something and people are no longer scared to being called that. It brought me to this movie, 8 Mile, the movie about the rapper Eminem. He has to do a rap battle with other rap artists. What does he decide to do? He decides that he is going to attack himself. When he attacks himself, he gets immune to any ability of you calling him any of the labels. So he takes that away from you and uses it on himself. He went first, he took it away from you and used it on himself. He insulted himself, and you couldn't use nothing else to use against him. And you lost. And this is how the Democrat Party continued to lose and not realizing that you are being manipulated. The overuse of labels is getting immune, and people are now desensitized to the value of those words. And now anybody can say whatever they want to say. You're just going to call them racist, and it's not going to matter, right? Elon Musk can do just about whatever he wants to do. You could call him racist. You could call him a product of the apartheid regime, and he's not going to care because you have overused it. It has no value. It has no substance. It has no meaning. But where do we go from here? But before we talk about where we go from here, why don't we watch this video?
Eva line almost killed me. You flipped it on me. Got it, man. You're a fucking genius, man. Yo, just make sure you serve this clown in the next round for me, please. Yeah, we'll Papa Doc's ass.
Yeah, he ain't got no vocabulary. Are you worried about what he's gonna say?
What do you mean?
And before that, I have to apologize. Of course, it's a rap battle, so it's going to be graphic. So you can move the kids away right now because it's going to be some language that's going to be inappropriate for younger audience. Of course, it's a rap battle. This is the scene. Let's go ahead and enjoy ourselves.
Wink and then beat you up and give me a black eye and shit.
Stupid. Better? Fuck all that. Listen to you, man. You're making history, man. You got this.
It's the championship round, and yes, believe it's real. It's time. We got Papa Doc, and we got B-Rap.
And you can see the black eye. That's what his friend was telling him earlier. Well, they're going to talk about beating you up, giving you a black eye. They're going to label you poor white trash, poor kid. They're going to label you all of these things. This is what his friend was telling him earlier. What are you going to do? Because you already know what's coming at you. And this is where it was a masterpiece. He used it to his advantage, as you're going to see.
Now, I don't even have to stress how important this is. It's the championship. We at this motherfucker. This is what we came to see. You know what I'm saying? That's why the fuck we in the deep. We represent. We at the shelter, goddammit. It's real. I hope y'all ready. This shit is about to be on and coagulating up in this bitch. All right, hold on. Gotta do this coin toss. And being that Papa Doc is the defending champion, you get to choose. What do you want to do? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads. Okay. Who goes first?
Let that bitch go first.
Hey, check this out. We got new rules. Each of these cats, they get a minute and a half apiece. I don't know what's gonna happen. Be ready? You know what to do? DJ, kick that shit.
Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up. Look. Now while he stands tough, notice that this man did not have his hands up. This free world's got you gassed up. Now who's afraid of the big bad wolf? 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Pop, 4 pop, 3 pop, 2 pop, 1. Your pop, he's pop, no pop, none. This guy ain't no motherfucking MC. I know everything he's got to say against me. I am white, I am a fucking bum. I do live in a trailer with my mom. My boy Future is an Uncle Tom. I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps. And Wink did fuck my girl. I'm still standing here screaming fuck the free world. You'll never try to judge me, dude. You don't know what the fuck I've been through. But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook, that's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? This guy's a gangster? His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. This guy don't want to battle, he's shook.
And like I said, it was graphic. But it's a grown people show. We could handle a little bit of, tough language here and there. And I'm just going to spare you guys the details. It ends with him not being able to say a word anymore. The contestant. And Eminem won this battle. But what does that go to show you? That I could use your language and become immune to it to my advantage. So your labels, I could use it to my advantage and I could become immune to it, and where you're not going to be able to have any more tools to use and label me. It's a place you don't want people to be, because then you cannot defeat them anymore. But you've opened the Pandora box where the words, the fringe that we're hiding behind the curtains, are now open to say whatever they want to say. Right? You've let out the worst of the worst, those who were shadowing, hiding in the back, right? They didn't have a platform. Now they have platforms because they're immune. You gave them the immunity. Cried wolf. And when he did need it, there was nobody to come to his rescue. So the Democrat Party has to learn this overuse of labels does a disservice only to them. Over time, people are going to get immune and they're going to bypass all of that. It's going to mean anything anymore. Men have become immune to your labels of sexist, misogyny, this, men are these, the weak men. And the man had deciding to become strong again. And they're bypassing all of that narrative. They're not listening to that. It doesn't mean anything. An echo chamber. And when Trump showed up, men in their vast majority turned to Trump because they looked at the Democrat Party as a weak party, a party of softies. The dependency of labels. And that's why when I see people that want to consume this narrative that they're victims and they need a political party to come and unshackle them. 30 years, 40 years, I haven't seen evidence of that showing that this party has come to your rescue. People are running away from this party. A fringe has been left in this party. And for those of you who watch this movie, it might just have been entertainment. But in 2025, we are seeing that you could turn bad into good and use it to your advantage. Short video. On that note, I'm saying the Democrat Party needs to dial it back. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go ahead and build a platform where we can have this type of conversations. I bring a different take to it. And so I want that take to reach as many people as it can so that we're having a broad conversation. I'm not always going to find people that agree with me, but I want people that disagree with me to be in the comment section and saying exactly why they disagree. And then we could have a conversation that's beyond what is traditionally had in the mainstream media or untraditional podcasters. It's been your host, Trez, and see you later.